Greetings. I am Carolyn Lewis, and this is FBMD Faith by My Deeds. And I'm wanting to stop in today to check in on everyone to see how you're doing, to see if you hit the like, so to see what is going on. Hmm. Okay, there it goes. If you come on and cannot see this, please let me know. I should have got my phone so I can see if I can see it from that because I had a little problem with having only audio with the last video. And I'm not quite sure where my phone is, so I can check this out and make sure everything is working. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. All right, let's come back and see. All right. Um, yes, I am trying to increase or grow the family here for FBMD and also start taking in individuals for the coaching or premarital counseling, marital counseling, working with children. And I'm able to do that here in the evenings if you like, Zoom, um, doing telehealth, or I can meet you. Um, I'm trying to see. I would set up a place to meet you. I wouldn't just say make a long drive here or what have you. We would set up what would work best for you because we all have very busy schedules. And as I say, I will do Zoom sessions as well. But a question that was asked earlier of me was about talking to children. Do you just give them the fairy tale life of what's going on in your life, totally leave them out of things, or what do you tell them? And with children, they will respond well if you give them age appropriate, bite sized pieces of information. Um, let's go with let's say a bill, like bill. Being honest with them, it's not free. Someone has to pay for it. Why are you always yelling, turn the light out? Or why are you saying don't do this? Or why are you complaining about this bill or that bill? Or why do you go here and go there? And why so and so? Bite size appropriate information. Show them a light bill. So this is what has to be paid each month, and the higher this increase, the less we can do this. Or if we spend less here in this area, that means we can spend more here doing something else we like. Something that I did with my grandchildren that was staying with me was is talk to them about bills. Your paycheck is only going to be so much. This is it, and I have this bill, this, and you all want this. So here's the deal: if you help get this bill down to this amount, then we'll do this. It was something they wanted to go do. Well, I can't do this and spend here and there, and then also do what it is that you want to go do. So let's get the bills down. And so one of the things they want to do is have a cookout. I'm like, oh, okay, if I grill up, that's I'm all about that because what grilling also saves money from cooking here on the stove and running that bill of cooking all day. So yeah, and they did. They accomplished the goal, and we was able to do exactly what they wanted to do. And they invited who they wanted to invite, and we had a nice time. So that worked out in their favor because, and mine too, because the bill was, uh, it came down $100. So yeah, doing something, let them know we got to budget, and that's part of teaching them how to budget. That's not taught in school. How to balance. Well, it won't say checkbook, but balance your income and put money in savings and how to set what you will pay on certain things. That's not taught in school, but we do as parents need to teach the value of money instead of just spending. I just want them to be happy. I just want them to have this. Well, that's not training up a child in the way it should go. You got to teach them about money, not allowing kids to just grow up thinking that being an adult is easy peasy and that is no stress, no worries, that grown ups get to do whatever it is they want to do. Let's teach them some valuable lessons of how to manage money, time, select the right people, be within their lives, how to do well for others, treating others how you would want to be treated, as well as knowing what people to avoid, to stay away from, and how to get out of situation with individuals who would want you to do something that you know you shouldn't do, or that you're choosing not to do because you just don't feel that's something you think is right or feel that you want to do. So that is talking to them on their appropriate levels. Explaining to them why you may have to, let's say, take a medication. You tell them, don't play with medicine, don't take this, don't take that. And let's just select high blood pressure because that's one of the common things. Well, I just got an issue. Well, let this child know that high blood pressure can come from, it can be hereditary, but we need to quit saying that and work on being more healthy, eating uh, properly, getting the right amount of rest, lowering or eliminating unnecessary stressors in our life, and eliminating things that can make us sick that we shouldn't be overdoing anyway or doing at all. So I don't want to hit this and get a feedback, but I do want to make sure it's running properly. So let's see. Yes, I'm still trying to pull it up on my phone to see if things are running correctly. Um, so yeah, whether if you have to use coloring and artwork, um, arts and crafts, and well, reading of your scriptures, bedtime stories, talking to them along as you go along in the car to where you're going. You can take these time and teach along the way. You know, there's another scripture that say you teach as you go to and fro, walking along the what is it, byway, highway. But talk and teach. Don't just wait till you're at home. Sit down. We need to have a talk. Just make that time that you're teaching a part of everyday life, not just a lecture here or there. Um, for its teaching, it's teaching standards, proper morals, and so forth, or just talking to them about things that went on with them. How was this, that, another with your friends? What happened at school? What would you like to do in your future? We don't do enough future talk with our children. And then, well, let's see what you would need to get you there, what you need to study along the way that will prepare you for that. What movies, what videos, what things can we do as parents and while you at home in your youth that would set you up for that goal to become your reality. Allow your kids to see you reading and studying and not just work, sleep, maybe cook or they prepare or buy, bringing in pizzas. Let them see you obtaining a goal as well so that they are little imitators. They imitate what you say, they imitate what you do. So let's work on being the proper um, guides and the proper oh so that they can be imitators. We need to be the right role models for them. And being patient is not breaking the spirit of a child, because if you have a strong willed child, and oh, yes, I had one of those, a strong willed child, you can see the leadership ability in that child, but if you don't shape and train them, give them responsibilities that'll help mold that and send them into that directions, and monitor your own frustrations with this child, because a strong-willed child can be frustrating. Increase your knowledge of how to best help this child. Set up times with aunts or uncle or cousin or something that can help train this child if it's in an area in which you have no knowledge, but also train them up in what you have to offer, and utilize the grandparents to talk and teach them how things were and how things are now, and talk about how things may be different in the future. Do not throw away the golden knowledge within your family. That's what our elders are for, is to shed light not just to the children but to you as well. They've been through what you must go through raising children, starting out a marriage, trouble within your marriage, trouble trying to get a promotion on a job, or dealing with a difficult neighbor. Our elders have did all of that, and it may be something that they did that worked out their situation that you hadn't even thought of, because what I could do, what, and they give you an answer to a solution that you would have never even considered, because you would have thought it was too old school to do. But you can put it into the time in which you are in right now and use that advice on how to propel forward, in whether it's the hardship of a new starting, beginning marriage, and learning how to adjust and um, combine the two lifestyles, the two cultural backgrounds, your upbringings, and what you want now, and shaping your way into what you and your spouse want now. Use that elderly advice and stop thinking, well, they had it so rough back then, or she was neglected, or he was a this and he was a that. If you don't understand what they was going through at the time in which they had to do what was best to work out their situation, you're going to miss out on some valuable lessons and valuable insight that could help you shape and obtain the things that you want today. Not just where she was at home, she was this or she was that. What values did both bring to the household? How were they partners and teamed up to do what was best for home? What stress did each have outside of the home that affected what was going on inside the home? How did they help each other? How did they respect each other? What was given that we don't even consider now that may need to be given? Or thought about how the stress, especially for our black men, the degrading, the untrustworthiness, the obstacles that they must pass in the workforce world, and then how that stress from work, it doesn't vanish between leaving work and arriving at home. So what is needed to give him that time to offset what happened at work and fall into the peace and admiring at home, and being the father and the husband? Give them that time and space to shift into a different mind space. And likewise, women are working more so nowadays. Just coming home, automatically going from supervisor or a lead position, or working fast on an assembly line and doing whatever this, or teaching and having to deal with someone else's children all day, coming in having to deal with yours. What do you need to shift? What kind of transition or quiet time or a sip of tea or coffee, what do you need to transition, to vent about, before you can ease right into what you need to do? Those things must be considered. And talking to the child to see what stress and what problems, or what kid or what teacher did they have a hard time dealing with, or was frightened to have to deal with. We must find ways to deal with all three areas: stress outside home, and allow home to be your sanctuary, your escape place, a place of peace, instead of bringing outside trouble into your home and exaggerating that and having no peace outside of the home or inside of your home. Everyone must be able to talk and communicate and receive, for children, that age appropriate understanding and guidance, protection, and a way out. If you don't talk to them and give them the answers they need of how things could possibly be handled, then that leads them to their own device to solve and handle a difficult situation, whether it be with a fellow student, a teacher, the principal, or what have you. We need to find out what's going on and de-escalate and de-stress and unwind at home, allowing home to be everyone's sanctuary. If you live within the home, home should be your sanctuary, your quiet place, your peace, your refuge. So for the husband, for the wife, for the children, for mom, for dad, what do you need at home to build you back up, to energize you, to send you back out day after day, to be able to make it in the world successfully, and then come back home and re-up and relax and prepare yourself again to go back out. These are things that we must learn to consider and teach and be an example of. And I'm going to stop this video here. If you have questions or comments, please leave them here in the comment section. Excuse me. And I will respond. Let's see. And help me, please, to reach my goal of 100 more members, and I think I wrote on that 200 more followers. Yeah, no, yeah, 200 more followers. I want to try to reach that goal this week. Today is Tuesday, so hopefully by Friday evening I will have obtained that goal. Please like, share, follow, and leave your questions, your comments, reach out. And like I said, if you have anything that you would like to ask or respond to, by all means, please do. And if it's something you would like for me to work alongside you with, to help you to solve, to strategize with, let's do a little bit more to help build you up and strengthen you where you feel that you are weak, reach out. I will definitely make sure we have a time and a means of interacting that you are secure and safe with, and that will be beneficial to what we need to accomplish. Again, I am Carolyn Lewis. This is Faith by